Okay. We were on the lesson 2B, grammar, past continuous. Entonces, les quería pedir que para reforzar lo que vemos durante las clases, que no son muy largas, que ustedes siempre busquen alguna cosa. Sé que trabajan mucho, que tienen poco tiempo, pero yo voy a estar aquí enviándole algunas cosas o para quien me pregunte, yo siempre tengo la disposición de enviarle algún material extra. Entonces, ahora me gustaría comenzar la clase con una revisión sobre el past continuous. Cómo se utiliza, en qué situaciones se utiliza. Para eso yo les voy a compartir un video que encontré aquí en YouTube. ¿Ok? Es solamente 5 minutitos. Vamos a verlo y lo voy a ir pausando para que lo analicemos. ¿Ok?
Hey, look who's here. Sis, what a surprise.
Hey, I didn't expect to see you here. Please join me.
How was your day, Julia?
Oh, I had an awful day. It seemed to be such a lovely day at the beginning. I was sitting on the balcony, drinking a cup of coffee.
Okay, so in this case, she's telling something that it was in progress in the past. Ella está hablando sobre una acción que estaba en progreso en el pasado. ¿Ok? ¿Cómo se construye el past continuous? Es el pasado del verbo to be, was o were, más el verbo en el gerundio terminado con ing. I was sitting on the balcony drinking a cup of coffee.
The sun was shining, someone was playing a violin in the street, and I was enjoying a beautiful afternoon.
Por favor, observen la formación del gerundio. Cuando termina con Y, con Y, nada más le agregamos ing. No le eliminamos la Y, nada. Solamente agregar ing.
I was feeling hungry, so I decided to make spaghetti. But I realized that I didn't have any tomato sauce. So I went to the grocery store to buy some.
I went to the grocery store to buy some. En este caso, está hablando de una acción que ya sucedió, que fue finalizada en el pasado, por eso está usando el past simple. I went to the grocery.
After buying a few items, I finally found the tomato sauce.
De aquí, este gerundio que ustedes ven aquí no hace parte del present continuous. Está en gerundio porque por regla del inglés, después de preposición, el verbo siempre tiene que estar en gerundio. After buying.
Sauce. I was reading the label when the jar just slipped out of my hands and fell down. There was glass and red sauce all over the floor and splattered all over my shoes. I looked around and noticed that everyone was staring at me. People were smiling and whispering to each other. Soon I noticed that I was leaving a trail of red footprints through the store. I found a grocery store worker and let him know what I had just done. I offered to help clean it up, but he declined. I was so embarrassed that I wasn't even looking where I was going. And I knocked over a display of chips. I was just standing there in shock. A manager was walking by me that very moment and noticed the mess I had made. I was expecting her to be angry, but she wasn't. She said they would take care of everything. She was smiling. Maybe she was thinking about how clumsy I was.
Oh, poor you, sis. I'm sorry you had to go through this. It was just a bad day.
And there's more. While I was waiting to pay the checkout, I realized I forgot my wallet home. I was mortified.
Oh no. So what did you do?
I apologized and left all my shopping there.
Maybe you're too tired and stressed out. You should take a few days off from work and get some rest.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I called you yesterday at about 8 p.m., but you didn't answer. What were you doing?
You'll never guess what happened yesterday evening. I was sitting in the living room watching TV when I suddenly felt a strong smell of smoke. It was coming from the corridor outside our apartment. I opened the door and saw smoke at the end of the corridor. Mrs. Brown lives there. I grabbed the fire extinguisher and ran towards her apartment. I opened the door and there was a big fire. The flames were spreading quickly. I put out the fire as fast as I could. Then I saw Mrs. Brown in the living room. She was lying down on the floor. She was screaming for help.
Help! Help!
She was bleeding. I called the ambulance right away.
Oh, poor Mrs. Brown. Is she okay now?
Yes, luckily she's fine.
But what happened?
It seems that the fire was started by some candles that were burning in the living room. Mrs. Brown was dozing off when the fire started. She woke up, and while she was trying to put out the fire, she fell down and broke her arm.
She's really lucky to be alive thanks to you. You're a real hero. And where were you, Isabella, when all that happened? What were you doing?
I was taking a shower. So I didn't notice anything. But when I came out of the bathroom, I felt the smell of smoke and knew something was going on. And I soon found out everything.
I'm glad things turned out fine in the end. I'm so happy to spend such a wonderful evening with my brother and my sister-in-law. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe.
Ok. Entonces, ¿hay alguna pregunta, alguna duda con respecto al past continuous? ¿Está todo bien? Okay, so let me ask you some questions. Please, Lina, what were you doing yesterday at 6 a.m.?
I'm sorry, I was sleeping.
Okay, great. Perfect answer. Thank you. Constanza?
Good evening, Miss.
Good evening. Tell me, where were you yesterday at 6 p.m.?
I were at university.
I was
Sorry, I were
I
at
was
the
at the university.
I was at the university. Sorry.
Yes, no problem. Thank you. Nancy, hello. Good evening. Nancy? Okay, no problem. Maria Landazuri? What were you doing yesterday at 10 a.m., please?
Good evening. I was working.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Rose, good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
Where were you yesterday at midday at 12 p.m.?
Where?
Where were you?
I was in the hospital.
Okay. I was at the hospital. If you were
At
working,
the hospital.
at the hospital.
Yes, I am working.
Yeah.
All day.
Okay. Thank you. Alejandra. Alejandra,
Yes.
good evening. Tell me, please, what were you doing yesterday? Now, what were you doing? What were you doing? Let me see. Thursday at 8 p.m.
Thursday I was at 8 p.m.
At 8 p.m., yes.
And I was eating my dinner.
My dinner, yes.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, everyone. So last class, we did the reading and the grammar. Now let's go to the vocabulary, prepositions. Vamos ahora a las preposiciones. Tenemos aquí in, on y at. ¿Cómo vamos a utilizar cada una de ellas? Vamos a ver. Una de ellas, one of them, you will use it for countries and cities. For example, France, Paris, and also to show that you are located like a room, the kitchen, the bedroom, etc. For buildings, for closed spaces, for months of the year, for the season of the year, and for years, and a part of the day, times of the day. So which preposition do I need to use for all those words?
In.
In, very good, in. So I will say in France, in Paris, for cities and countries, okay? Then I have port, a surface, a flat surface, for dates and days. Which one?
At.
On.
On, yes, on. This on is not very on, is on. It's like you put your mouth like you're going to say ah, but you say oh, on. It's not onion, it's onion. Okay, onion, on. And then of course we have at for school, home, work, the airport, closed spaces, closed, like there is a roof. And like at 6 o'clock, at 2:30, etc. And for festivals, like festival periods, I will say on Christmas Day, but the period is Christmas. So at Christmas, at Easter, okay? And I will say at night and at the weekend. But in American English, they say on the weekend, okay? La diferencia entre inglés americano y el inglés británico muchas veces está en la preposición. Entonces, en el inglés americano, Ellos dicen on the weekend. Y en el británico, at the weekend. What did you do at the weekend? What did you do on the weekend? Son diferencias muy pequeñas. ¿Ok? Y como les decía, cuando está la palabra día Christmas Day o Valentine's Day, yo voy a utilizar la preposición on. Pero si está hablando de la temporada de Navidad, entonces yo voy a decir at Christmas. Okay? So, please listen and repeat.
In.
In
France.
In France.
In Paris.
In Paris.
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen. Please repeat.
In a shop.
In a shop.
In
In
a
a shop.
museum.
In a museum.
In
In
a
a
museum.
In a park.
In a
In
garden.
a park.
In a garden.
In a car.
In a car.
In February.
In
In
February.
June.
In June.
In winter.
In winter.
In 2011.
In 2011.
In the morning.
In the morning.
In the afternoon.
In the afternoon.
In the evening.
In the evening. Okay? So, como vieron aquí, park. Park no tiene techo, no tiene cubierta. Entonces es in the park. Y at the airport, porque está cubierta. ¿Ok? Ahora, tenemos que aquí dice in the evening, not night. In the night va a tener otro sentido. Sí existe la expresión in the night, ¿ok? Pero tiene que saber utilizarla. Por ejemplo, cuando yo digo que I woke up in the night because I heard a noise. En este sentido, in the night significa a cualquier momento durante la madrugada. Me desperté durante la noche porque escuché un ruido. Pero si yo quiero encontrarme con alguien en la noche, yo no puedo decir let's meet us in the night, porque significa, o sea, cualquier hora de la madrugada. Entonces, this evening. Si yo digo this evening, ya sé que va a ser entre más o menos las 6 y la medianoche, o antes de la medianoche. Evening, ¿ok? Entonces, sí existe la expresión in the night, pero tiene un significado diferente que at night. Vamos ahora, por favor, ustedes, me gustaría que repitieran junto con la voz, ¿ok? Con el micrófono abierto para yo poder así percibir si están repitiendo bien, corregirles la pronunciación, o por lo menos si les da penita, pues que pueden repetir sin el micrófono abierto, pero please do it. Háganlo, por favor. Now let's go to on.
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 On a bike.
On a bike.
On a
On a
bus.
bike.
On a bus.
On a train.
On a
On a
bus.
train.
On a plane.
On a train.
On a plane.
On a
On a
On a
plane.
ship.
On a ship.
On
On
a
a
ship.
ship.
On the floor.
On the floor.
On the floor.
On a
On a
table.
On a
table.
shelf.
Table.
On a shelf.
On a
On the
shelf.
balcony.
On the balcony.
On the
On the
balcony.
roof.
On the roof.
On the wall.
On the wall.
On the wall.
On the 1st of March.
On the 1st
the
of
On
first
the
March.
1st of March.
On
On New
Tuesday.
Year's Day.
On New Year's Day.
On Valentine's Day.
On
New Year's-
Valentine's
On
Day.
Valentine's Day.
Very good. Thank you very much. Entonces, ¿por qué no se dice on a car? Escuché por ahí uno de sus profesores de nativos de YouTube que dice que una buena, digamos, un buen tip para saber si es in o es on. Voy a ver si yo puedo estar en ese medio de transporte en pie, yo voy a decir on. Pero si yo tengo que estar sentado, va a ser in a car. Yo no puedo ir en pie, in a car, ¿ok? Entonces va a ser on a train, on a plane, on a bike, ¿ok? On a plane, on a bus, etc. But in a taxi, in a car, in a truck. ¿Ok? Entonces ahí ustedes ya saben, cuando uno puede estar en pie es on y cuando no va a ser in. Otra cosa, con las fechas, ustedes, no sé si percibieron que decía on the 1st of March. Aquí hay dos palabras que no se escriben, pero que se dicen on the 1st of March. No es necesario decir the, o sea, perdón, escribir the y of, pero sí es necesario decirlo. On the 1st of March. O sea, lo escriben así, pero lo dicen de esta forma aquí arriba. On the 1st of March. Si tenemos la fecha, o sea, el día y el mes va a ser on. Pero si tenemos solamente el mes, ahí va a ser in. ¿Ok? Vamos ahora a repetir el at. Please listen and repeat.
At.
At school.
At school.
At home.
School.
At home.
At home.
At work.
At work.
At
work.
At university.
At university.
At
University.
At the airport.
At the
At
airport.
the
At the
airport.
station.
At the station.
At a
Station.
bus stop.
At a bus
At the
stop.
bus.
At a party.
At a party.
At
At
the
the
party.
door.
At the door.
At the door.
At 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
At 2:30.
At 2:30.
At
7:45.
At 7:45.
At Christmas.
At Christmas.
At
At Easter.
At Easter.
At
At
Easter.
night.
At night.
At the weekend.
At the weekend.
At the weekend.
Excellent. Very good. Any questions? ¿Alguna pregunta?
No.
You. Okay, so let's complete these exercises. So please, Lina, complete with at, it, oh sorry, at, in, or on. You can
In
choose
London.
any. Yes, perfect. In London. Constanza?
On Wednesday.
Wednesday, very good. Number 3, please, Macy. Okay, let me see, Maria. Rose.
At
Complete the sentence. ¿Puede leer,
at
por
4
favor? todo?
o'clock.
At 4 o'clock. Thank you. Very good. Alejandra, number 4.
At work.
At work. Perfect. Lina, number 5.
At Valentine's Day.
Excuse me, can you repeat?
At Valentine's Day.
No. When it has the word day, cuando está la palabra day, va a tener el mismo tratamiento que cualquier día de la semana. Entonces va a ser
On.
exacto. On Valentine's Day. Eso. Very good. Constanza?
On a plane.
Thank you. And this is a room. Alejandra?
In my bedroom.
Perfect. Very good. And number 8, Rose?
At autumn.
Con las estaciones del año es igual que los meses. Entonces va a ser con los meses del año y los en, exacto. Very good. Thank you. Okay. Just a second. It's at, in, and on. Se los voy a enviar aquí para que lo tengan con ustedes. Just a second. Prepositions. Para quien quiera guardarlo, se lo envío aquí en el chat de aquí de Zoom. ¿Ok? Está. Para que lo tengan a la mano ahí. Okay, now let's continue. We saw then pronunciation. Now let's go to the listening. The image that cost a fortune. Please listen and pay attention to the pronunciation.
En mai 1968, je suis rentrée à Paris.
In May 1968, I came back to Paris. It was a very exciting time. There were a lot of demonstrations and fighting between students and the police. I wasn't really interested in politics. I wasn't a communist or an anarchist, but I loved the atmosphere. All the students were fighting for freedom, for revolution, and the French police were everywhere. On May the 15th, I was with thousands of other young people. We were walking towards the Place de la Bastille. I was tired, so a friend picked me up and I sat on his shoulders. Another boy, who was walking next to us, was carrying a Vietnamese flag. It was the time of the Vietnam War. And he said to me, "Hey, could you carry the flag for me?" And I said, "Okay." There was so much happening that I didn't notice all the photographers. The next day, the photo was on the cover of magazines all over the world. When my grandfather saw it, he immediately ordered me to come to his house. He was furious, really, really angry. He said, "That's it, you're a communist. I'm not going to leave you anything, not a penny." I walked out of the room and I never saw him again. 6 months later, he died, and I didn't get any money from him. Nothing.
Oops. Okay. Listen again and choose the correct answer. Entonces, presten atención. Yo voy a colocar otra vez el listening y lo voy a parar justo cuando da esa respuesta y le voy a preguntar a cualquier persona. Please pay attention.
En mai 1968, je suis rentrée à Paris.
In May 1968, I came back to Paris. It was a very exciting time. There were a lot of demonstrations and fighting between students and the police. I wasn't really interested in politics. I wasn't a communist or an anarchist, but I loved the atmosphere.
Okay, Alejandra?
Option 1, not interested in politics.
Yes, can you read all the sentence, please?
In 1968, she was not interested in politics.
Politics, perfect, thank you. Let's do number 2.
All the students were fighting for freedom, for revolution, and the French police were everywhere.
Please, Constanza?
She loved the atmosphere because all the students were fighting for freedom.
Perfect, thank you. Let's do number 3.
On May the 15th, I was with thousands of other young people. We were walking towards the Place de la Bastille. I was tired, so a friend picked me up and I sat on his shoulders. Another boy, who was walking next to us,
Dina, number 3.
She was sitting on a friend's shoulders because she was tired.
Thank you. Perfect. Very good. Number 4.
And I sat on his shoulders. Another boy, who was walking next to us, was carrying a Vietnamese flag. It was the time of the Vietnam War. And he said to me, "Hey, could you carry the flag for me?" And I said, "Okay."
Okay. Rose, number 4.
She was carrying the flag because somebody gave it to her.
Gave it to her. Yes, very good. Thank you. And number 5.
There was so much happening that I didn't notice all the photographers. The next day, the photo was on the cover of magazines all over the world. When my grandfather saw it, he immediately ordered me to come to his house. He was furious, really, really angry. He said, "That's it, you're a communist. I'm not going to leave you anything, not a penny." I walked out of the room and I never saw him again. 6 months later, he died, and I didn't get any money from him. Nothing.
Maria, number 5.
Her grandfather died 6 months later.
Yes, perfect. Thank you very much. So you have here the script. Pueden ver aquí el script y lo pueden revisar después, ¿ok? Para que podamos avanzar más. Y si hay alguna pregunta, alguna duda, ustedes pueden siempre consultarme por inbox, ¿ok? Y yo les responderé lo antes posible. ¿Ok? Entonces, muy bien. El ejercicio fue genial. Vamos entonces para algunas preguntas. Let's see. Let me just a second. Dimos pronunciation. Yes, we did it. Let's see, pronunciation. Tenemos, listen and repeat the sentences of the dialogue and copy the rhythm. Entonces, the words that are in black are the ones that you have to stress. Where were you at 6 o'clock in the evening? I was at work. What were you doing? I was having a meeting with the boss. Okay, so you have to stress to the word. Okay, so let's practice. Please listen and repeat.
Where were you at 6 o'clock in the evening?
Please repeat.
Where were you at 6 o'clock in the evening?
Bravo, excellent.
Where were you at 6 o'clock in the evening?
Perfect, thank you. Anyone else?
I was at work.
Please repeat.
I was at work. I was at work.
Excellent, very good.
What were you doing?
What were you doing?
Yes,
What
very
were
good.
you doing?
Excellent.
I was having a meeting with the boss.
I was having a meeting with the boss. Please repeat.
I was having a meeting
I
with
was having a meeting with the boss.
Yes, excellent. Very good. Now let's see. You need to tell me, what do you understand? Okay. I will try with one by one. Okay. Vamos a darle la oportunidad a cada uno de los presentes de que entiendan una frase. Ok. Si el alumno no entiende, no hay problema, los otros pueden ayudar, pero démosle la oportunidad a cada uno para que puedan descubrir lo que dice, ¿ok? Entonces, voy a empezar con Lina.
Where were you at 4 o'clock?
Can you repeat, please?
Of course, 3 times.
Where were you at 4 o'clock?
That is 2.
Where were you at 4 o'clock?
Okay.
Where we?
Where are you at 4 o'clock? I'm not sure.
More or less, remember that we are in the past continuous.
Where we
Okay.
are?
Exactly. Entonces, por favor, pueden escribir en el chat de Zoom lo que ustedes entendieron. Ok. Mientras yo le voy preguntando a una persona, los que ya entendieron pueden ir ya colocando en el chat de Zoom y ahí yo les digo sí o no. Voy a colocarlo una vez. Estamos, recuerden, con present continuous. Entonces,
Where were you at 4 o'clock?
Rafael. Ver, aquí me llegaron.
Sí, miss. Sí, teacher.
Yes. Exactly. Very good. ¿Qué entendió en esta frase?
Where we're 4 o'clock, already.
Ajá. Where were you? Exacto. Todas muy bien, pero nadie. El question mark. Nadie colocó el punto de interrogación. Ay, qué exigente esta profe. Okay.
Where were you at 4
were
o'clock?
you is at 4 o'clock.
I was at work.
Okay. María, ¿pueden decir aquí?
I was at work.
I was at work.
Yes.
I was at
perfect.
work.
I was at
I
work.
was at work.
What were you doing?
Ok, vamos a darle la
What were you
oportunidad
doing?
a Alejandra. Alejandra, ¿qué es lo que entiendes?
What were you
What
doing?
were you doing?
Yes, very good. What were you doing?
I was writing an email.
Rose?
I was writing an email.
Constanza? Anyone? Okay.
I
I
was
was
writing an
I was
email.
writing a mail.
Exactly, perfect. I was
writing.
writing an email. Perfect. Next one.
Where were you at 10 o'clock?
Yes. Pueden responder.
Where were you at 10 o'clock?
Where were you
You were
at 10
At 10 o'clock.
o'clock?
I was at home.
I was at
I
home.
was at home.
I was at home. Very good.
What were you doing?
Yes.
What were you doing?
What were
What
you
were
doing?
you doing? Yes.
I was reading a book.
I was
I was reading a book.
Perfect. I was reading a book. Bravo. Very good. Ahora veamos qué tan veloces somos. Vamos a repetir todas estas frases o vamos a leerlas junto con
Where were you at 4 o'clock?
Where were
I
you
was
at
at
4
work.
o'clock? I was at work.
What were you doing?
What were you
I
doing?
was
What
writing
were
an
you doing?
email.
I was writing an
I
email.
was
Where were
writing
you
an
at 10
email.
o'clock?
Where
Where
were
were
you?
you?
I
Where
was
were
at
you at
home.
10 o'clock?
I was
What
at
were you
I was
home.
doing?
at home.
What were you
I was
doing?
reading
What
a
were you
book.
doing?
I was
was
reading
I
a
was
book.
reading a book.
Thank you. Very good. Excellent. Entonces, ahí entendieron que es where were you. No es where. Es where were you. Where were you at 10 o'clock? Okay.
What working? Working.
Exactly. Perfect. Okay. Now let me see if I have here. Voy a hacer algunas preguntas, ¿ok? Para poder practicar lo que aprendimos en esta lección. Por ejemplo, Constanza. Are you there?
Yes, miss, I am.
Constanza, do you have a photo you really like?
Yes, I have.
Who took it?
Sorry, what?
Who took it? Who took the picture or the photo?
Oh, who took?
Who took it? Mhm. Do you remember?
Es que son varios, but my
Okay,
mom,
choose one. No,
my mom.
Who took the picture? It was you? It was your mom? Who took the picture? ¿Quién
Yes.
tomó la
¿Quién tomó la
fotografía?
foto? Sí.
Your
My
mom?
mom took the.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was happening at the time of the photo? Ahí tiene que usar el past continuous. I was at the beach having fun. I was having a party for my birthday. So what was happening at the time of the photo?
We were in a park.
In a park. Okay. Who is we?
My mom and me.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Thank you. Let's see. ¿A quién más puedo preguntar? ¿A alguien le gustaría responder para practicar? No se me enojen, ¿ok? Alejandra?
I can do it. Okay.
Okay. Alejandra, tell me, do you have a favorite photo of yourself as a child?
Yes, I have.
Nice. So, yes, I do. Who took it?
I really don't know, but I think that it was my grandfather.
Okay. And what was happening when they took it?
I was running outside my house and my birthday, on my birthday.
Oh, on your birthday. That's nice. Okay, thank you very much. Maria, next question for you. Maria, do you have any photos in your bedroom or living room?
I don't have any photos in my house.
Okay. Let's say, do you have a photo as the screen on the screen of your mobile?
I don't have any photo in my cell phone. In the screen of my cell phone.
Even your computer, no photos at all?
No photos because it's for security.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. Good reason. Very good reason. Okay, then. So I will pass the question to another person. Let's see, Lina. Thank you, Maria. Lina, do you have any photos in your bedroom or living room?
Yes.
What are they of?
Sorry?
What are they of? The pictures. What are they of? Your family, backgrounds, landscapes. ¿De quién son las fotos? What are they of? ¿De qué son? ¿O de quién son? ¿Quiénes salen en las fotos?
I have photo of me when I was child. And I have a picture of Paris.
Oh, okay. Have you been to Paris then?
No, but
But you like it. Okay, got it.
I really want.
Yeah, that's nice. So you focus on your dream. I hope
Yes.
you can make it true, God willing. Si
Thank
Dios
you.
quiere. You're very welcome. Thank you very much. So, Rafael,
Miss,
yes, Rafael, good evening. Tell me, do you have a favorite photo as a screen saver on your computer or your mobile?
really no, really no.
No, no.
No.
Am I the only one? I
in
have
my-
a photo
on
of my father.
On my mobile cellular, my child,
My children or my child. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. Thank you. Thank you
Thank you,
very
Miss.
much. Okay, so with this, we finish lesson 2B, and now let's start 2C. Okay. We are going to start with grammar, time sequencers and connectors. Estos time sequencers and connectors nos sirven para ir relatando historias y unir las frases. Muchas veces el alumno o la gran mayoría sabe solamente un time sequencer, que es el then, and then I did this, and then, y solamente then. Entonces hay otros tipos de time sequencers. Por ejemplo, after that. No podemos utilizar solamente after. Tiene que ser, cuando estoy contando una historia, tiene que ser after that, las dos juntas. También tenemos next day y no the next day, porque cuando yo estoy utilizando next en una situación de tiempo, no se utiliza el artículo con next o last. Yo no digo the last week, no, digo solamente last week or next week, next day, no the next day, ¿ok? Y tenemos también, por ejemplo, 2 minutes later, 10 minutes later, cualquier número de minutos later. Y esta otra, when. Esta palabra, when, la vamos a utilizar para expresar dos acciones que están sucediendo al mismo tiempo. Por ejemplo, digamos que una interrumpió la otra que estaba en progreso. When I came out of the club, he was waiting for me. O sea, when I came out, cuando salí del club, él estaba esperando por mí. He was waiting for me. Entonces, esta es la última acción. I came out y ese estaba en progreso. He was waiting for me. Y aquí tenemos para decir the accident happened when I was crossing the road. Aquí también. Esta es la acción, la última, the accident happened, y esta es la que estaba en progreso cuando la última lo interrumpió. I was crossing the road. Okay. Just a second. Ok, entonces, antes de ver esto con más detalle, vamos a ver este reading. Ok, por favor, presten atención en el uso de los time sequencers.
It was Hannah's 21st birthday, and she and her friends went to a club. They wanted to dance, but they didn't like the music, so Hannah went to speak to the DJ. "This music is awful," she said. "Could you play something else?" The DJ looked at her and said, "Don't worry, I have the perfect song for you." 2 minutes later, he said, "The next song is by Scouting for Girls. It's called Blue as Your Eyes, and it's for a beautiful girl who's dancing over there." Hannah knew that the song was for her. When Hannah and her friends left the club, the DJ was waiting for her at the door. "Hi, I'm Jamie," he said to Hannah. "Can I see you again?" So Hannah gave him her phone number. Next day, Jamie phoned Hannah and invited her to dinner. He took her to a very romantic French restaurant, and they talked all evening. Although the food wasn't very good, they had a wonderful time. After that, Jamie and Hannah saw each other every day. Every evening when Hannah finished work, they met at 5:30 in a coffee bar in the high street. They were madly in love. One evening in October, Hannah was at work. As usual, she was going to meet Jamie at 5:30. It was dark and it was raining. She looked at her watch. It was 5:20. She was going to be late. She ran to her car and got in. At 5:25, she was driving along the high street. She was going very fast because she was in a hurry. Suddenly, a man ran across the road. He was wearing a dark coat, so Hannah didn't see him at first. Quickly, she put her foot on the brake.
So I'm going to divide the text so that everyone will read a little bit. Voy a dividir el texto en pedacitos ahí para que todos puedan leer un poco. Me parece que llegó alguien. Just a second. Okay. Welcome back. So I have. Okay. Now, yes. So let's see. I have 2, 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay. I will divide this. Here, 1. And then 2. 3. Okay. So I will start with Lina. Please, the title, Jamie in the summer of 2010. And until something else, please.
Okay. It was Hannah's 21st birthday.
The title, please. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Hannah met Jamie in the summer of 2010.
Met. Hannah met.
Hannah met.
Thank you.
It was Hannah's 21st birthday, and she and her friends went to a club. They wanted to dance, but they didn't like the music. So Hannah went to speak to the DJ. "This music is awful," she said. "Could you play something else?"
Okay. Good. Very good. Now let me give you some observations. When we have number 21 and ST, cuando tiene una ST o un número, ST o un número con RD o cualquier otro número con TH, significa que son números ordinales. They are ordinal numbers. Generalmente se utilizan, o sea, generalmente no, siempre se utilizan con los días. Por ejemplo, today is the 28th of April. 28. Y tengo que hacer el, para mostrar que es el ordinal. Entonces aquí este es el 21st. It was Hannah's 21st birthday. Okay. Luego tenemos aquí el verbo want en el pasado. Los verbos que terminan con el fonema t o d, cuando se le agrega la ed, ahí va a sonar wanted, wanted. Pero si quiere hacerlo con el acento norteamericano sería wanted, wanted. Entonces, they wanted to dance. They wanted to dance, not to dance. Eso es otra cosa que también lo digo en forma general. Yo lo escuché bien de parte suya. Sería to, not to dance, to dance. Okay? So could you please, Elena, repeat 21st birthday?
21st birthday.
Perfect. Very good. She said. Esta palabra aquí se pronuncia said. She said. Cuando está en el presente, she says. En el pasado, she said. Y esta palabra aquí, sí, como esta palabra aquí y esta palabra aquí, ¿qué tienen en común? Que ninguna se le pronuncia la letra L. Entonces, esta aquí, ups, se va a pronunciar como could, should, and would. Okay. Entonces, could you play something else? Could. Okay. Nunca se pronuncian esas letras L's. Thank you very much. Now, let's see. Now is Alejandra, please, from the DJ until at the door.
The DJ looked at her and said, "Don't worry, I have the perfect song for you." 2 minutes later, he said, "The next song is by Scouting for Girls. It's called Blue as Your Eyes, and it's for a beautiful girl who's dancing over there." Hannah knew that the song was for her, and Hannah and her friends left the club. The DJ was waiting for her at the door.
Thank you. Very good. So here is said. Okay, then later he said, like this. He said, the next song, blah, blah, blah. And that's it. Thank you very much. Now, please, Constanza. Until wonderful time.
Okay. Since hi, I'm Jamie.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jamie. He said to Hannah, Can I see you again? So Hannah gave him her phone number. Next day, Jamie phoned Hannah and invited her to dinner. He took her to a very romantic French restaurant and they talked all evening. Although the food wasn't very good, they had a wonderful time.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you so much. Let's continue. So from, si hay alguna palabra que no entendieron, me la pueden ir diciendo. Okay. So from here, here, and then, yep, here. Here. at 5:30. So I have Rafael, please. From after that until, let's say until here, until Hannah was at work.
Okay, teacher. After that, Jamie and Hannah saw each other every day. Every evening when Hannah finished work, they meet at 5:30 in a coffee bar in the high street. They were madly in love. One evening in October, Hannah was at work.
Yes, very good. Just one observation. This is they met. It is in the past. Yes, thank you very much. So now, Maria, can you read, please?
Okay. As usual, she was going to meet Jamie at 5:30. It was dark and it was raining. She looked at her watch. It was 5:20. She was going to be late. She ran to her car and got in. At 5:25, she was driving along the high street.
Yes, very good. Thank you. So let me see who didn't write yet. Who didn't read, sorry. Is Nancy, can you read? Rose? No, ninguna de las dos?
Teacher.
Yes, Rose?
Okay. Yes, sorry.
No problem.
Okay.
This one, she was until on the break.
Okay, she was very fast because she was in a hurry. Suddenly, a man ran across the road. He was wearing a dark coat, so Hannah didn't see him at first. Quickly, she put her foot on the brake.
Yes, very good. Aquí nada más se saltó esta palabra, era she was going very fast. Very good.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you very much. No problem. Very good. Now, what are the words understand? ¿Cuáles son las palabras que no se entendieron? ¿Está todo bien? Por favor, pueden decirme por el mensaje privado en el chat. Si les da penita, no hay problema. Aquí hay high street. This driving along the high street. High street es como decir la calle principal, the high street. Okay. And yes, who has a question, please?
Yes, I have a little question.
Yes, please, Lina.
I don't know how pronunciate altrode.
Yeah, good question. Although es para indicar contraste. Sin embargo, a pesar, although tiene la TH, although. Very good question. Thank you very much. Although, yes, although.
Miss,
Okay. Yes.
What is the meaning of scouting?
Scouting girls or scouting for girls. You know the scouts, the Boy Scouts, and it's kind in Spanish it's like exploradores. So scouting for girls. Están explorando, buscando chicas.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, you're very welcome.
What is the meaning of madly?
Yeah, very good question. Mad significa it's kind of very or extremely crazy. But also I can use it to say that it was furious. I was mad. Okay, so it has two meanings. They were madly in love, could be estaban locamente enamorados. Madly in love. But if I'm furious, or if I did something, I said, my dad is going to be mad at me. O sea, se va a enojar mucho conmigo. I'm mad, like, furious, okay? So it's the real crazy. I don't know if you remember, have you heard about the movie Mad Max? Mad Max es como decir el loco Max, el tipo que no, digamos, no le funciona bien. Es atrevido, loco, osado. Eso sería Mad Lee. Ese Lee is the equivalent in Spanish of the adverb mente. So, madly, loca, locamente.
Okay?
Yes.
Thank you, Miss.
You're very welcome. Any other word? Me encanta que pregunten. Muy bien. Entonces, sí. A ver si encuentro algo más. Okay. Okay. So now let's do the exercise. ¿Qué es lo que tienen que hacer aquí? Vamos a ver si prestaron atención al texto. Todos leyeron un pedacito. Entonces quiero que ustedes coloquen, read the text again and match the missing phrase with the correct space in the text. So for example, please, let's see. Okay. Maria. One goes here. When he said, suddenly he said, one evening he said, do you remember?
I don't remember, but I don't know. After that? No.
After that. Oops, no.
2 minutes later.
2 minutes later. See? Bravo, very good. So 2 minutes later, can you read, please, Rafael, from here? 2 minutes later, he said. Here.
Okay.
Leer este pedacito hasta for her.
Okay. 2 minutes later, she said, the next song is by Scotting for Girls. It's called Blue at Your Eyes, and it's for a beautiful girl who's dancing over there. Hannah knew that the song was for her.
Yes, excellent. Thank you very much. Number 2, Constanza? Alejandra?
After that.
Can you read all up? Just a second. Nope, it is not after that.
When?
Yes, very good. When Hannah and her friends left the club. Can you continue reading, please, Alejandra?
When Hannah and her friends left the club, the DJ was waiting for her at the door. Hi, I'm Jamie, he said to Hannah. Can I see you again? So Hannah gave him her phone number.
Perfect, thank you very much. Entonces, tenemos esta palabra aquí, so, que voy a utilizar esa palabra, la deben haber visto ustedes para indicar intensidad, como por ejemplo, I have so much work, or el típico, I love you so much, para cantidad, ¿verdad? Pero aquí tiene otro. Aquí dice, can I see you again? O Hannah gave him her phone number. Eso entonces sería como un resultado. Exactly. Thank you. Entonces, Hannah gave him her phone number. Okay, ese es otro uso. Siempre está así en el principio de la frase. So, number 3 and 4. Let's do it. Maybe Rose?
The 3.
I'm sorry?
The number 3.
1, 2, 3, this one?
Oh, no,
yes, here, the number 3. ¿Cuál sería aquí?
Suddenly.
Suddenly, Jane phoned Hannah and invited her to dinner. I don't think so. Suddenly significa de repente. Yes. ¿Cuándo fue que la llamó para invitarla a salir a cenar?
The next day.
The next day.
Perfect. Very good. Entonces, vamos a leer este pedacito. ¿Quién fue que me dio la respuesta? The next day. Rose, can you read? Okay, no problem. You don't want to read, though.
I'm sorry, teacher. I was.
So next day.
Okay. Okay. The next day, Jamie phoned Hannah and invited her to dinner. He took her to a very romantic French restaurant and they talked all evening. Although the food wasn't very good, they had a wonderful time.
Thank you. Entonces, aquí acabamos de ver el so, que da un resultado, y aquí although, que es para contrarrestar. Although the food wasn't very good, a pesar o aunque la comida no estaba muy buena, they had a wonderful time. Se divirtieron mucho, lo pasaron bien, disfrutaron, etc. Ok, so, ¿quién por favor podría darme el número 4?
After that.
After that, very good. So after that, Jamie and Hannah saw each other every day. Y tenemos number 5. Was at work.
One evening.
One evening, perfect. And of course, suddenly, de repente, a man ran across the road. Very good. Excellent. ¿Alguna pregunta? Okay, so we have the reading. Y ahora sí podemos ir para grammar. Entonces vamos a escuchar y repetir, por favor.
On our first date, we went to the cinema.
On our first date, we went to the cinema. Please repeat.
On our first day, we went to the cinema.
After that, we started meeting every day.
After that, we started meeting every day. Please repeat.
After that, we started meeting every day.
Good.
On Thursday, I had an argument with my boss.
Thursday, I had an argument with my boss.
On Thursday,
I had an argument with my boss.
Next day, I decided to look for a new job.
Day, I decided to look for a new job.
Next day, I decided to look
for a new job.
Meaning of argument. Another word for argument in Spanish.
Un argumento.
Argumento, una discusión, una pelea verbal. Entonces, el verbo es argue, argue. Ese es el verbo. Yesterday, I argued with my husband. Or I argued, en el pasado, es un verbo regular. I argued with my boyfriend. Okay. I argued with my parents all the time. Entonces, discutir, pelear verbalmente. Okay. Entonces, I had an argument with my boss. Next sentence.
We sat down to eat. 2 minutes later, the phone rang.
Please repeat.
We sat down to eat. 2 minutes later, the phone rang.
When I came out of the club, he was waiting for me.
Yes. When
I came out of the club, he was waiting for me.
Very good. When I came, porque está en el pasado. When I came out. Very good.
The accident happened when I was crossing the road.
Please repeat.
The accident happened when I was crossing the road.
Very good. Recuerden que de, antes de sonido de vocal, va a sonar the accident. The accident happened when I was crossing the road. So we use time sequencers to say when or in what order things happen. Utilizamos los time sequencers para decir cuándo y en qué orden las cosas suceden. We use when as a time sequencer and also to join two actions. El time sequencer when lo vamos a utilizar para dar una continuidad, un time sequencer, y también para unir dos acciones. For example, I was watching TV when the phone rang. Yo estaba viendo la televisión cuando el teléfono sonó. Two verbs joined by when. After that, the most common way of linking consecutive action is with, then, or after that, but not with after. I got up and got dressed. Then I made a cup of coffee. After that, I made a cup of coffee. Not after I made a cup of coffee. Okay. No se tienen que olvidar cuando se trata de time sequencers. No pueden decir after I did this, after I did that. No, after that. Okay. Y el más común, claro, es then, pero traten de cambiar, no siempre decir then todo el tiempo. Ahora, vimos hace poquito, les expliqué because, el although and so, y me faltó el because. Because siempre se utiliza para responder un why, que significa por qué. Yo lo respondo con por qué, because, bla, bla. Vamos entonces a escuchar y repetir.
She was driving fast because she was in a hurry.
She was driving fast because she was in a hurry.
That's very good.
She was in a hurry, so she was driving fast.
She was in a hurry, so she was driving fast.
Excellent, very good. So use because to express a reason and use so to express a result. Utilizamos because para expresar una razón, y utilizamos so para expresar un resultado. Y tenemos aquí but and although. Estos dos son para contraste. Ok, por ejemplo, vamos a escuchar.
She tried to stop the car, but she hit the man.
Please repeat. She tried.
She tried to stop the car, but she hit the man.
Although she tried to stop the car, she hit the man.
Although
she tried to stop the car, she hit the man.
Very good.
She was very tired, but she couldn't sleep.
Repeat.
She was very tired, but she couldn't sleep.
Very good.
She couldn't sleep, although she was very tired.
She couldn't
She
sleep.
couldn't sleep, although she was very tired.
So we use but and although to show a contrast. Although can go at the beginning or in the middle of a sentence. Yo no voy a poder colocar este although al final. Puede ir al inicio, although she tried to stop the car, she hit the man, o en el medio de la frase. She couldn't sleep, although she was very tired. Although she was very tired, she couldn't sleep. ¿Ok? Ahora vamos a responder este ejercicio. ¿Ok? Y lo vamos a completar con so, because, but, or although. Vamos a ver no solamente el contexto, también dónde está el espacio. Por ejemplo, aquí hay un espacio al principio de la frase. Aquí está si hay comas, aquí no hay ninguna coma. Entonces vamos a ver el contexto y cuál es la palabra. Está dando un resultado, está diciendo algún contraste, alguna cosa contrapuesta o está dando una razón. ¿Ok? Entonces, vamos, como hay muchos que ya están cansaditos esta tarde, voy a dejar que me respondan libremente. Entonces, ¿quién le gustaría, por favor, responder la primera? Me lee toda la frase, por favor.
I woke up in the night because there was a noise.
Thank you. Perfect. Number 2.
I called him, but his mobile was turned off.
Very good. Excellent. Mobile. Very good. Number 3. ¿Quién más? Alejandra. Lina.
Although she's very nice, she doesn't have many friends.
Perfect. Excellent. Constanza. Rose. Macy.
There was nothing on TV, so I went to bed.
Number 5. All the cafes.
All the cafes were full because it was a public holiday.
Very good. Because it was a public holiday. Excellent. Thank you. Number 6. She wanted
to be a doctor, but she failed her exams.
Yes, but she failed her exams. Very good. Number 7. The garden.
The garden looked very beautiful, so I took a photograph.
It's very good. Thank you. And number 8. I want to get
a new computer, but I haven't got enough money.
Very good. Money. Money. Yes. Very good. Thank you very much. So I hope you liked the class today. I think you learned a lot of things today. And we see next class on Friday, next Friday. Quiero pedir disculpas públicamente por no haber compartido. Se me acumuló mucho trabajo porque aún estoy con problemas en mi hombro. Reduje las actividades, ciertas actividades, porque estoy haciendo un poco de fisioterapia, entonces no estoy cumpliendo todas las horas que debería. Lo siento mucho, de verdad. Pero ahora voy a esperar hasta que se complete el video de esta clase y ahí les comparto todas las clases que no compartí. I'm sorry, okay. Y happy holiday because Monday is Labor Day. No vamos a tener clases el lunes, ¿ok? Porque es feriado. Y les deseo que tengan un excelente fin de semana. Have a good weekend and see you next Friday. Thank you for attending the class. Bye-bye. Good night.
Thank you, teacher. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.